especially knowledge. I think what a lot of people don't talk about is when you buy a license, or let's say you're a corporation or you have maybe a startup and you're buying a license, you're also buying the expertise of MathWorks, which I think is something a lot of people don't talk about. So whatever, I don't know, system you're working on, you always have an expert who you can contact.
Absolutely. And like, I take it for granted because I work here, right? So I could literally walk down the hall or like ping Jan on Teams or whatever. But literally pretty much anyone else can too. There are amazing, and one of the wonderful things is that that's part of the way that we train people. So, we hire people that have master's, bachelor, PhDs and mechanical engineering, electrical, a lot of the fields that folks are in, including computer science and of course the typical software engineering skills. But, we hire folks and, they sort of learn by answering these kind of questions. And I'm on a lot of development mailing lists. I don't know about you, Jan, I know you're on a few, but I'm on the stats team, for example, on the deep learning team. And, people will ask, like, it's not just like, oh, I'm having trouble with some install or some error. Like, they're literally asking like mathematical questions about, one thing versus the other, and like which thing is more mathematically sound. Similar questions to what we saw. I saw a question on Twitter about precision that we can talk about later, and these are things that people think about a lot. So anyway, go ahead. Sorry, I'm talking so much. Jan, you go ahead.
It's all good. We have all the time. Don't worry, Heather.
Yeah, I think if I can give some of my point of view, joining MathWorks fairly recently compared to you, I think I was very pleasantly surprised by the level of expertise of the engineers working at MathWorks. And sometimes I would think about it as maybe one of the best kept secret of MATLAB is MathWorks. So the people think about the company, they think it's called MATLAB. No, we make the math work. So we're just MathWorks.
True.
And there are people behind the software. That's also why I think it's nice for us to come out and talk to you and share some of the perspective of who are those people from, their background. They're like Heather, she was more in research. And so we have lots of deep knowledge in many, many fields of engineering. And that is something that I think when discussing open source, it's primarily about technology, but technology is about people. So it is about the people that make this technology. And well, I have to say, I've been really happy to meet with all of those people at MathWorks.